this conference, I was exposed to a talk a few years ago, probably 5 or more years ago, and they were training us and talking about a method called Kanban. And almost in passing, the speaker mentions, oh, and I've used this to help manage events at home. And she had a picture of a kind of a Kanban board on her kitchen cabinets, and she was managing the whole process of what needed to be done and on the oven for managing a holiday party. I think it was a Christmas party. And everything was broken down to, put the roast in the oven, put the rolls in the oven, put, this to warm up in the oven. And everything was focused around that one constraint. But it was a light bulb for me. And here's the story. You're at home and you're running an event. Let's call it the Thanksgiving dinner. You're having the whole family over. It's a big gathering. They're all coming to your house. And what's the first thing nearly everybody asks you when they arrive? What can I do to help?
Yeah.
And what do we almost always say?
Nothing.
Nothing. Oh,
just enjoy yourself.
Even
when you need the help.
Right. Even though you know you need the help, you're running around like crazy. Everything's in your head that you're thinking about. I've got to have the turkey doing in the oven. I got to put this in the oven to warm up. I got rolls to do, and we have to carve the bird. And someone has to make coffee later. Oh, who's doing the gravy? Well, I'm doing it. Right? Has the table been set? Are there water in the water glass? I mean, everything was on me. And as an Agilist, I knew something was wrong with that picture. So it was tying those pieces together from what I had seen at this conference a few years ago. And I tied it together. I said, I should just create a Kanban board for all of this stuff that needs to be done for the holiday party. And I'll just write everything on stickies. I put it up on a door wall in my kitchen, right? So it's easily visible and easily removable when we're done. And I had it down to put plates on the table, put water glasses on the table, fill water glasses, put out silver, right? Fold napkins and put on the table. So I made them small enough that people could pick them up and do them easily. And the first year that I tried it, people came over and said, well, what can we do to help? I pointed to my Kanban board, said, pick one. They all kind of looked at it and started saying, oh, okay, I know where that is. And next thing I know, they're grabbing things and doing them. And my biggest success on that was the napkins on the table. My daughter-in-law, who's very creative, grabbed that sticky and took my green napkins and did some wonderful magic origami folding and turned them into little Christmas trees.
Wow.
Cute little Christmas trees with my napkin rings on top as an ornament, and everyone had a little Christmas tree on their plate. What a beautiful result from trying something new, letting people have a little bit of control, and me letting go of all of that control. I got something far better than I could have ever done.
And all it took was for you to organize your thoughts and ask for help.
Absolutely.
And communicate it in a way that anyone could pick it up. And then you've got many hands to make lighter work, as well as some delightful things from folks who have new skills that bring to the table that you may not have.
Exactly. And
I love that.
And of course, that gets to repeat itself when that same daughter-in-law and my son, we go visit them at their house, and they're new homeowners, and we come over for a work weekend. And lo and behold, what do I see on her kitchen door wall? A whole list of tasks that we can work on while we're out there for the weekend. It was fantastic. She broke them all down, and we were able to then attack the tasks and insert breaks and coffee time and lunch and dinner. But it was a great show of their valuing our time for being out there, and our ability to respect what they needed to have done and to help. And it was a great way to organize it, and it just repeated itself beautifully.
And I'm certainly one of those guests that will just feel so much more at ease if I can participate versus feeling like I'm a burden of some kind or I wish I could help. And so it's very similar to your product team, where the more clarity and direction and participation, the more folks feel engaged.
Exactly.
I love this so much.
We ask it of our product teams. Why don't we do it ourselves?
I love that story about the organizing. I'm sure you love that you're starting a trend too on top of everything.
Absolutely, and beginning to see that happen,
So it's not just folks who have done Agile before, so much so that you've written a book.
I have.
Tell us about the book.
The Art of Agile Living. And it's a way to conquer procrastination, hit your deadlines, and reduce your stress.
Amazing.
And it's taking those techniques that I've used in both project management and in the Agile world, over my career, my 30, 40 years plus career, and tying them together into a method in which all of our work is managed. Not just the work that I'm doing for home, right? So there's that beautiful, when I have holiday parties, the Kanban board comes out. But I have a much smaller version of that Kanban board that I use for my daily work, whether it's doing project work for a customer or client, whether it's work that I have to do at home or work that's all personal of nature. All of my work is in one place, in one fashion for me to be able to manage it so that I am not running around, missing deadlines, working late into the evening, and feeling stressed. It's a way to get control over the work.
Very cool. And where can folks find the book?
They can find the book on Amazon. I am thrilled to announce that it is available, the printed copy is available on Amazon. There's also a Kindle version you can get on Amazon. We initially published on a platform called LeanPub. Yep. So there's a LeanPub version as well available. So it is widely available in whatever format you're looking for.
Amazing. Congratulations.
Thank you very
once again.
much.
The name of the book is Art of Agile Living by Helene Gidley. And Helene, if folks want to get in touch with you, what's the best way?
The best way to get in touch with me is connect with me on LinkedIn. Cool. So you'll find Helene Gidley on LinkedIn.
Subscribe to the podcast to get future episodes as soon as they're published. If you find this helpful, give the podcast a 5-star rating on your podcast app or hit that like button on YouTube.